lights don't just flicker this time, they shiver. The air feels heavy, like something is watching from a place you can't see. A cold breath across the room, the breath we felt the first time we stepped into Hawkins' lab years ago. But now, it's sharper, darker, a whisper crawls along the walls, and every shadow feels like it's waiting to move. This is Infinity Gaming, and today we're diving straight into the new Stranger Things Chapter 2 in Dead by Daylight. A chapter that only dropped hours ago, and already feels like it came straight out of the Upside Down. Vecna has broken into the fog, 11 returns, Max returns, and Hawkins isn't just back, it's corrupted, twisted, and alive. Fans are freaking out, theories are exploding, and after what we saw in Stranger Things Season 5, this entire update feels like the start of something terrifying. So let's step into the darkness together and talk about everything haunting this chapter. Stranger Things Chapter 2 brings a wave of shock across the fanbase, because the original Stranger Things DLC disappeared from the store in 2021. Fans thought it was gone forever, now it's back, and even bigger. Vecna enters the fog as the main killer, and his reveal instantly broke social media. It feels like a victory for fans who begged for this comeback. People are calling this the biggest Dead by Daylight moment since Nemesis, even since the original Hawkins chapter. The nostalgia is real, and so is the hype. The DLC officially launches January 2026, and the energy right now is wild. Streams are blowing up. Reddit is on fire. Fan art is everywhere. People are arguing over perks, abilities, and whether Vecna is too strong. And it's only been a few hours. The timing is perfect too. Stranger Things Season 5 was just released, and the connection between the show and the chapter is already pushing this launch into another level of excitement. Vecna is not just another killer. BHVR built him as a psychological powerhouse. His power, Mindbreaker, hits survivors with hallucinations, mental attacks, vision distortion, and screams that reveal your location. Fans are saying Vecna feels like a mix between the Doctor, the Dredge, and the Nightmare, but more cinematic and more violent. The Mind Layer grab animation alone is already going viral. Survivors can get corrupted over time. Once fully cursed, Vecna can pull them into the Mind Layer for a short shock sequence and release them stunned and terrified. Fans are saying this is the most Stranger Things feeling mechanic BHVR has ever made, because it blends supernatural fear with raw gameplay pressure. 2 new survivors joined the chapter, 11 with aura reading, clutch stuns, and reactive defense perks, Max with speed boost, recovery perks, and fight back moment perks. Fans who also play Fortnite instantly noticed the crossover hype. Fortnite players got 11, Hopper, and the Demogorgon skins. Now Dead by Daylight players get an updated 11 and Max. It feels like a multi-game Stranger Things reveal across the whole gaming world. The Hawkins map is back, but not the same. BHVR expanded it with a Creel House zone, upside down rifts, floating debris, and red lighting that cracks the sky. Fans are calling it Hawkins 2.0. Survivors have new escape routes, killers have tighter corners, and the atmosphere feels darker than before. People swear they even heard Vecna whispers hidden in the sound design. The first chapter introduced the Demogorgon, Nancy, Steve, and Hawkins' lab. It became a classic. When it vanished, players felt like a piece of Dead by Daylight history was ripped away. This new chapter honors the original with callbacks, old voice lines, and stylistic references. Fans are already comparing screenshots from 2021 to now, and calling this chapter a full circle moment. Right now, the comments are loud. Vecna's the best killer design since Xenomorph. 11 finally feels like 11. Hawkins returned and I almost cried. This chapter saved Dead by Daylight. The excitement is real, but so are the debates. People are arguing about perk balance, map pressure, and whether Vecna's abilities need cooldown changes. It's the perfect type of chaos that happens only during a massive crossover launch. Fortnite's Stranger Things event is heating up the same week, with Vecna teasers inside Fortnite's world and fans connecting clues between two games. The community loves when big franchises move together. Fortnite players jump into Dead by Daylight, and Dead by Daylight players jump into Fortnite. It's the same type of pop culture takeover we saw with Marvel and Star Wars crossovers. Stranger Things returning to Dead by Daylight changes the entire landscape. It shows BHVR is willing to fight for more licenses. It's opening the door for future returns like Alien, The Last of Us, or even bigger TV franchises. And with Vecna arriving at full power, fans are calling this the start of a new era for Dead by Daylight. If this is how the year begins, imagine what's next. And that wraps up everything we know so far about Dead by Daylight Stranger Things Chapter 2. Vecna's power, 11 and Max returning, Hawkins rising again, and a fan base exploding with excitement only hours after release. From what I've seen today, this is the strongest comeback Dead by Daylight has had in years, and the energy feels just like the hype around Stranger Things Season 5. And as always, here on Infinity Gaming, I bring you the latest news, the breakdowns, speculations, rumors, DLCs, and every new title worth your time. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment below, and share this with your fellow gamers. Vecna is here. Infinity Gaming, out.